Discovering you have a food allergy can change your diet completely, but just because you have to take something out of your menu doesn't mean you have to sacrifice flavor. And joining me to discuss her new book, Bee-Free Cooking, and share one of her recipes is Christina Gray. Thank you for joining me today, Christina.
Thank you for having me.
So what is Bee-Free Cooking?
Bee-Free Cooking is a cookbook that has two kinds of recipes, a bee version and a free version. And what I mean by that is the bee version is a traditional recipe. It contains gluten, wheat, dairy, casein, egg, nut, corn, and soy. Okay. Those are the 8 allergens I highlight in my cookbook. And then I make a free version, and this version doesn't contain those food allergens. And they're both side by side in this cookbook. The benefit is that you have two kinds of recipes, a traditional recipe and an allergen-free version to feed whoever is coming over based on their specific needs.
Okay, so if you have a party and you have a bunch of kids there in the room, you have some kids that have all kinds of crazy allergies.
Yes.
You have something for everyone.
Absolutely. And in fact, I'm glad you mentioned that because this is the finished free cucumber boat, and you notice it has Bee-Free Cooking on it. You don't have to have Bee-Free Cooking, casserole, but have something that is easy to identify for the kids so they know that food is safe.
So they know that they have no allergens in their own food.
Exactly. Make it easy, especially for the kids.
Well, we'll touch up more on your actual the cooking items today and all your items that you sell too, but let's talk about what you're making exactly first.
Okay, so today we're making 2 recipes, a bee version and a free version of Greek salad.
Perfect. That's perfect for me.
I
love
know.
it.
I figured you'd like that. And so what we do whenever you're making 2 simultaneously, always make the free one first. That keeps cross-contamination to a minimum.
Very smart.
Very important when you're making, always talk to the person you're feeding. How sensitive are they? Some people are curious about gluten-free cooking. You don't have to worry so much about cross-contamination. But for some, it's a really big issue. And so I assume everyone is highly sensitive. And so what I do is I use a dedicated cutting board. Only gluten-free, allergen-free foods touch it. I take this away when I start cooking with the traditional ingredients.
And just real quickly, what I noticed about I'm going to show off your cutting board here. This one here is the Bee-Free Cooking cutting board, and this one, it says Bee-Free Cooking so that you know this is a specifically designed one for...
Exactly. It's easy, and it's easy for everyone to see. Someone comes over and cooks in your house, they know it's the free board. You could do colors, you could do whatever you want. Just make sure you keep things clean.
Wonderful. All right, so what's the first thing we need to do?
So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make the dressing, and the dressing is so simple. In fact, when you make these recipes together, being a free, they share many of the same ingredients, and the salad dressing is one of them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off right away, and I'm going to get the salad dressing going. And this is a 1/2 cup of onion. And I love onion.
I do too.
So
onion's delicious.
It's a lot of onion. If you don't like this much onion, you can modify it. And then what we're going to do to this, we're going to add the olive oil. Okay, that's a 1/4 cup. We're going to use 4 tablespoons of red wine vinegar. We're going to use oregano. Now, I like to pinch it a little bit. It's dried. You get that oil going. Adds a lot more flavor to it. Throw that in. That's about a 1/4 teaspoon, and salt and pepper. You don't want to oversalt this because those Kalamata olives pack a ton of sodium.
Oh, yes.
So we're just going to do a little bit, and then we're going to shake it up, right?
That's a very creative idea to put it in the mason jar.
Thank you. It's just easy. It's easy. It's mess-free. I've got kids, right?
Yep.
I've got enough messes. I don't need another one. So I'm going to set it on the counter. It's going to marinate. It's going to pickle the tiniest little bit, and it's going to really bring on all those flavors when we are ready to put it together.
Wonderful.
So then what you're going to do is you're on your allergen-free cutting board. You're going to get your cucumber. You're going to peel it. You're going to slice it lengthwise, rinse it, and then you're going to put it out on the counter. And then here we are. We have them done already. And we're going to assemble our salad. So what you're going to do is you're going to scoop it with a melon baller, right? And we're going to reserve it. We don't want to waste anything.
Smart.
So we're going to put it in our...
You don't want to be wasteful.
No, don't be wasteful. So we're going to put it in our bee recipe that's happening next. And look at that. Depending on how big they are, depends on how many holes that you're going to have.
That's wonderful.
Okay, so
it's cute and creative, and kids I'm sure love it too.
Oh, and they can do this on their own. Although they have a tendency to break the cucumbers, but who cares, right? They're excited about cooking.
As long as they try.
Right. So then maybe you can help me. All you do here is you're just putting 1 olive in each slot. Now, if you're on a salt-restricted diet, you can put cherry tomatoes. If you are, or you could do alternating, Kalamata olive. Okay, there we go.
Perfect.
Now, I like to make this dressing about a half hour in advance because it really comes together. and we're gonna just pour it all in our salad. I use red leaf lettuce. You can use whatever, sure. You can use whatever lettuce you want, and then you're just gonna put it on top. And you can be messy, it's okay.
You know I'm a messy person. We've known this on the show here that I can be a little bit messy when I cook.
Right.
That's fine.
So you
just put it on top?
You just put it on top. And normally what I do is I end up replating it. So it's okay. So you could leave it on this plate as long as, again, if anyone has food allergies, you know, they know that this is the free version.
Wonderful.
And so look how simple that is and easy.
That's great.
And as you do that, I'm gonna do this. So I'm just gonna garnish it now with a little tomato. And then I like to leave one like this so people kind of know the surprise underneath.
Oh, that's a great idea.
So I'm gonna move my free items away, and we're gonna now go to our B. And our B recipe is very simple too.
Okay.
Similar ingredients, same salad dressing. All you do really is combine. And I'm gonna go ahead and bring these here.
Get this out of the way for you.
I made this earlier, the dressing. The same way I made that one is how I made this one. And you are just gonna do like that. And look at this, you can go to a picnic, you bring all of these little containers, you put it together just like this, and it's so fresh, and really fresh. You just make it. Now you're filling these pitas, so you kind of want to make sure when you chop your vegetables that you kind of get them a little smaller.
Okay.
To make it easy for you to fill the pita.
Wonderful. And now this one, obviously, the allergens that are in here, you have your dairy from the feta cheese.
The dairy and casein, yes.
And then also you have the gluten with the pita bread and everything.
Yes, and in fact, this pita bread has, I checked the label. The label will, I can't tell you all the ingredients indefinitely for everything.
Correct.
Everything's different, but this one had corn and soy in it as well.
Interesting.
So this one didn't have egg. I assume it has egg, so I put it as an allergen in the recipe. But look at it, it has gluten, wheat, egg, corn, and soy. It's a lot of stuff in there that you wouldn't imagine. And soy is a new allergen now coming out where people are allergic, and they would have a hard time eating this.
Right, now they're discovering what's been bothering them.
Right, they might not be allergic to gluten. They think, oh, I can have pita bread, but just check the label. That's number one, just check the label. So see this, how easy that was? You just fill it, and then there you go.
Now before I try everything, because I have to.
Yes.
Now, the big thing right now, the gluten-free diet. There's people who have celiac disease who are highly allergic, as you said.
Yeah.
But there are people who just also kind of want to live that trendy lifestyle. Do you notice that too?
I do. It is a real issue. People are discovering that a lot of their chronic pain is from it. Other people are in the process of discovery. Some people are curious. So I don't, mind that people are, giving it a try. But it's definitely a real issue. Some people think it's not. And so I think it's good for everyone to kind of start being sensitive to the food needs of other people.
And I appreciate the fact that your cookbook has 2 recipes. You have the B and the free version, something different, so that way you have something for everyone in the family to enjoy.
Right, and I don't have food allergies. And I love cooking. And when I realized I could hurt someone cooking them a recipe, I didn't know what gluten was 6 years ago.
Right.
I just didn't. So this is kind of my manual. I cook B and free because I like free also. But now I'm prepared. For anyone who comes in my house, I'm ready.
Now I'm going to try the recipe. While I try, first I'm going to try the free version here.
Yes.
Tell me where you can buy the cookbook.
Oh, the cookbook can be found at downtown if you're local. It can be found downtown at Town Center Books.
Wonderful.
It can be found at Barnes & Noble and Amazon online.
Wonderful. And now, while I try the free version here, this is the B version.
Yes, and these make awesome appetizers.
They're beautiful.
I mean, these are maybe a 2-bite version, and those are also 2. You can make them smaller. But look how simple it is to make this in a mini version.
It is delicious, and I appreciate the fact that you gave me small bites because I can be a little bit messy, obviously, around here. We know this. Christina, delicious. Both versions are amazing. So thank you so much for coming in
Thanks
today.
for having me.
Now, to purchase Christina's book, please visit her website at befreecooking.com or find her through Facebook and Instagram. Signed copies can be purchased at Town Center Books in downtown Pleasanton or online through Barnes & Noble and Amazon. And that's it for this edition of Slice of Life Tri-Valley. For all of us here at Tri-Valley TV, I'm Anna Kagarakis, and we'll see you next time. Gotta go back to eating right now. I don't know which one I like better. I like both.
I'm going to try it too.